How are you? Well, today is a two-parter because tonight is Friday. I'm going to be at the San Jose Improv tonight, Friday, and tomorrow, Saturday, the 19th. An unannounced guest on Greg Proop's show. I think with Cody Woods opening up, and I'm the unannounced guest. Then I do the 420 show at the San Jose Improv. That's right. So today's a two-parter. So I've let Aristotle have the honors of deciding where he's going to split the show. Then he's going to come on and he's going to say something, whatever he chooses to say, in the area of until next week. Some words. And probably next week I'll open up the show, something just into my phone on the road. So that's why it's a two-parter. And then I'm off to just bear with me here. I'm off to the Comedy Cabaret in Doylestown, my hometown of Philadelphia. I will be on in Preston and Steve the 24th. The Comedy Cabaret, High Top Poco's Restaurant. Now listen. If you're from that area, you know what it's like. It's a really quaint area, but here's why I'm saying this. Let's say you're an hour and a half away. 2 hours away. You might not know this. It's a really quaint area. Like, get a cheap hotel. Hey, if you have money, get a nice hotel. But if not, get a cheap hotel. Even on site, there's the Comedy Cabaret, which is above Poco's, but there's also a hotel on site. But it's a very simple hotel. But just get a cheap hotel, make a little road trip. Because when you wake up, you're in a really, really quaint area. Well, even when you go to bed, you'll be in the quaint area, but you know what I mean. To go find a cool place to have breakfast. It can be like a cheap little vacation. Come on. I heard some, you know what I'm trying not to do into the phone too much, where I swallow and you can hear it, because I think it might be annoying. Like, did you just hear that? I was watching some morning show and they were all talking about how, I hope I say Stephen Colbert's name right, but they were all talking about how he's going to do. And it always cracks me up, because even though I know people everybody has a right to their opinion, but I love how in comedy, people think it's, like, they don't realize there's some knowledge based with it. Like you don't have to be a mechanic to guess what's wrong with your car. But you'll sort of guess, and then before you go too far, because you know you're not a mechanic, you'll stop yourself and go, oh, but what do I fucking know? I'm not a mechanic. You can guess a little, but you're not going to go into a dissertation on what's wrong with your car and write up a work slip. You stop yourself. And I love that these people think, well, I don't know how he's going to do. I don't think he's going to do good. I don't like the guy, but he'll probably do pretty good. No, all based on, I don't think he's going to, he's going to do fucking great. How do you like that? Because I fucking know. Because my opinion is based on fact and that I know about comedy. Why am I so angry? I don't know. It's just funny, like, they didn't have the ability to sort of do the same thing I said about the mechanic. Hey, talk about it. How do you think he's going to do? I don't know. I don't think he's going to do good. But then go, but what do I know? Probably if Letterman came around now, when I was my age now, back when Letterman came into the scene, I have the ability to go, I probably wouldn't have liked it. Shut the fuck up, you old bags of shit. I'm very excited. I think it's going to be awesome. I really do. I really do. I don't think he's going to do good. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Get away from me. You might go, Todd, why? You're mad because someone doesn't agree with you? Yes. Because I don't know what they are. Speaking of Letterman, I never did Letterman. I never did The Tonight Show either. 100% my fault. Because to do those shows, you have to put together a tight set. That's not my strong point. So I take full responsibility for that. Eddie Brill a few times had come out to see me, and honestly, he was like, I think there's the set there. He goes, let's just change that, and I think everything else is good. And then I never sent him I never, shot it and sent it to him in New York. And I guess laziness and, like I said, putting together tight sets isn't my strong point, but it's your responsibility if you want to do those shows. So again, it's my fault. But now with the book coming out, maybe I'll get to do Letterman and Howard Stern. I really like to. Anyway, I hope everything's good. Are you good? You are? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Mm-hmm. I ran out of time on my phone, so I had to start over. Did you hear that little glitch, or does Aristotle do such a good job I didn't even need to say anything? Hey, by the way, some people that are going to get on the show, just because it's just hard sometimes with scheduling, but Kevin Meaney, definitely got to get him on. Ryan Stickler and Jay Larson, absolutely. Bert Kreischer, absolutely. And Andre, you know who I'm talking about. A long time ago, someone said, the easier the show is to do, the less hassle it is, the more you're going to enjoy it. And I love having guests. I know there's some people that, why don't you have this guest on more? Why don't you have that guest? And just sometimes it's scheduling conflicts. So as much as I love having guests, the perfect show to me is probably 50-50. And that's how I enjoy it the most. I never want to stress about. I love the fact that when there's guests. I mean, obviously, some of those shows with guests they're just, the guys like the list of people that when they come in, it's pure. But my favorite show is my favorite. The way I want the whole show to be. If you look at the year, probably what makes me enjoy it is family shows half the time and guests the other half. It just makes me not stress. I love nothing more when a guest is booked and I'm excited, but for some reason they have to cancel, which I never mind, ever, to be able to go, that's okay. And then we do a family show. So, all right. Now I'm just rambling. Next week I'm going to probably do, I brought my recorder with me. I'll probably do a opening to the show, pretty long opening to the show while I'm on the road. Alrighty. You're great. You're cool. You look good. Look at you. Nice. Alrighty. Bye. 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 Are you okay? Are you? Take a deep breath. Seriously. I know I do this sometimes because I have to guess when you need it. You don't need to buy any shit. You don't need anything. Stop it. Fucking stop it. Go outside. Smell the air. Eat a grilled cheese. Shut the fuck up and be happy. Stop overthinking everything. Is there any chance this is working? Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Just let it go. Let it fucking go. Go write it down on a piece of paper and burn it. Flush it down the toilet. Do you hear me? I hereby demand that you let go all your troubles. I know it's hard when they're financial troubles. You're like, I wish it was that easy. That I don't have the answer for. But that other shit, like Aristotle and me, oh my God, what's going to happen when we die? Who cares? So you'll rot in the dirt. Enjoy the show. All right, well, I guess you would call this the cold opening because Nick is here, Aristotle's here, Jake Adams is here, Andy Haynes is here, and we're waiting for Blake Wexler. So I guess I just wanted to come on and tell you where we're at, why we're starting late today.
Yeah.
I know you
So he's
really,
not here.
Really irresponsible. Super unprofessional.
It's just unacceptable, really. I mean, if you're going to be a guest, you should be professional, really.
It's making me so mad I don't even give a shit about the microphone movement.
Do you even want to do the show anymore?
Yeah, because I'm in a really good mood. I'm just a little. It's very unprofessional.
Yeah. Did he apologize or anything?
He just texted me. He's 10 minutes away, and he demanded an Uber. He goes, "I want to get rip-roaring drunk." So
wow.
Yeah.
Did he book a pilot or something? Why is he?
He shot a pilot.
Oh.
Just like Tammy Piscatelli.
Crazy.
So I don't know what to do. Oh, Jake, did you ever tell the story about when you used to hide under your grandmother's dress? That could stall time.
Yeah, I've told that story. Do you want me to tell it again?
Oh, that's right, you did tell that. No, I'm just trying to think of things. Oh, Aristotle, tell the story about when you were younger and you were listening to the show, what you wanted to do. Did you already tell it?
Yeah. Oh.
You already told that?
Do you want me to tell it again?
Oh, that's right, you did tell that. This is embarrassing. This is so unprofessional. This is the type of thing that ends people's careers.
Oh, come on.
Look at David Brenner.
It's true.
My ride's here. Shut the fuck up. All right, we're going to take a pause.
Is this the pause?
It was.
I'm just... I've never seen Nick this upset. Even when he's upset, he looks happy.
Don't cry, man.
Don't cry.
Come on. It's
Blake
not
will
that big
be
of a
here.
deal.
This is just unprofessional.
Completely.
Why would he do this?
Such a dick.
Oh my God! I've never.
He doesn't know how excited Nick was.
It only hurts on the inside a little.
Wow, Nick. You shrunk when you said that.
So, you know what? Let's not make a joke about this. Tardiness is not an excuse.
No, not at all.
All right. Is he here?
Mm-mm.
Look
Not yet.
outside. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back right after this. Hopefully Blake Wexler will be here.
Pre-order Todd's new book. It comes out on June 3rd.
We'll be back. I don't even like doing this bit. You know why? Because we're in such great mood. I don't want you to think it's serious. I worry about the listeners. We'll be back.
The Todd Glass Situation, BarnesandNoble.com.
Sorry.
No, it's... Jake, is that Blake downstairs?
No, he's not here.
Do you think something happened to him? I mean, surely he's just not going to
I
be
don't
this
know.
rude.
Frankly, I don't care if anything happened to him because my excitement's gone.
I don't care either. I'll tell you who else doesn't care. I'm not shitting around.
Let's just go to the Stinking Rose, you guys.
No.
I don't care, I don't care. My jokes don't go over, I don't care. Everybody, I don't care. He does not care. I don't care. I don't care. He does not care. I don't care. I'm happy-go-lucky. Women call me plucky. I don't care. I don't care. He does not care. I don't care. Look out, Hank Mancini.
Well, guess what, everybody? No, we can't go too strong. Blake is here. We were doing a thing about. We're so happy that you're here. We were talking about that before you got here.
I'm actually here to plug your book.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm here to plug my book. Proof of it.
The Todd Glass Situation, Amazon.com.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I could not be more relaxed. So this is the new. What are you looking at? No, you were looking at something. I want to know.
I'm moving my chair around.
Move your chair all you want. I don't care. I feel bad. The audience is in. We're going to go nice and slow. You know how it is. You guys have all been on the show before. We introduced everybody. We did a little opening before you got here, but like 3 minutes, not even anything. So we took a week off. Whenever you take a week off, it's like, you feel like you were away for months. But we're going to get some stuff out of the way, and then so everyone knows Andy. When I walked into the room, I was in the other room. I came back, and everyone was at the table, and Blake goes, "I'm glad you're here," and Andy goes, "I'm glad you're here." And I thought, I think they're being serious. And then I said, "Are you being serious?" And you said,
Yeah.
and that made me feel so good because I'm glad you're here. It sounds a little like we're overdoing it, but you know what? I am glad everybody's here. So yeah, and so just slow, Todd. Slow. Finish your sentences. I had a great time in Toronto. It was the crowds were almost adorable because as much as I am a stickler for everyone paying attention and I don't like noise in the background. I still sometimes like somebody would drop the bottle because there's no tables there, and a bottle would drop, and I almost felt worse for the audience that knocked the bottle over because I knew that they were like, oh, and I was like, to George Carlin, I wanted to say you're fine. I wanted to hug the person and go. I would like make a joke like when the bottle dropped, I'd go, like one of those, okay, this is not, but I totally understand. You'd get up, you don't realize at the bottle, but the crowds were so nice, and it was just great. It's a very small little room. It's called the Comedy Bar in Toronto, and there were some people that emailed me that they wanted to say hi after the show, and they didn't, but next time. There was one guy that I talked to a while who got you know who you are, but he really got me. He goes, I got to admit, I love everything about the show. There's one thing. Would it be wrong if I bring it up? And I was like, you know what? I really didn't mind. Who knows? I go, maybe you'll tell me what it is, and then I'll fix it. I'll be like, no, I meant this, and we could all be happy, He goes, it's just one thing, and it is not a big deal. He goes, but I like a dumbbell. I'm like, you motherfucker, you got me. Because we have that bit on the show, obviously, about, well, people know. So there was a lot of cool people. I'm going to move through this. The Looking for the City. Have you ever been here when we do that? Looking for the City. Well, somebody sent it in, and they did it so funny. They emailed me. They were like, listen, if you don't want to know, I don't want to ruin this for you. They're like, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to tell you. It's your last chance to stop reading. I agree. I took a closer look at it, and I think it might be fake. The way the audience, go Google it.
Looking for a city built above. Looking for a city.
I think it's bad on purpose. So anyway.
Was that like a YouTube recording that they were... Like, was that a real song, like presented as a real song, and you think it might be fake?
It's like
okay, gotcha.
It's a guy in front of an audience at church, and he goes, and he talks it up, and there's been a little rivalry between me and this other quartet, and I think I'm winning, and and then he starts singing, and it's like, Jesus, this is not good. So, going back to that guy one other time, he was saying something that was interesting. He goes, whenever people want to listen to the show, he always says, what show should I have them listen to? I was like, what's funny is that I've had that thing where, like, a friend of mine that lives in San Diego, he goes, he didn't know how to podcast. He goes, what show should I listen to? And I was like, I know what you mean. This is what me and the guy that did the bit about I like a dumbbell. I don't know. Maybe this show. Maybe right here, right now, what I'm saying right now is what you should tell people to listen to, because you got to give it time. How about that? You send them to this show, mile mark it when it's in, and they hear this speech, so maybe this is the show. Before you listen to any of their shows, you say, listen to whatever episode this is. You just take a little time. If that makes you feel better throwing people to this, take you gotta listen to 1 or 2 shows before you why are you looking around? You look like
I swear to God, I was looking at how good everyone's hair is.
How about mine?
It looks great. You're part of everyone.
I know.
Everyone here has great hair.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. That's what I saw to George Carlin. That's what I was looking at.
You know
right
what?
now.
Can I say something? My dream has come true. That everyone that I worked with would have nice hair. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Andy Haynes has nice hair.
Thank you.
If you don't have nice hair, I mean, what the fuck what are you doing dilly-dallying around this planet for? Take your life.
Please.
And that's an homage to Otto and George, who Otto had.
Yeah, sad.
You know what I thought about? Like,
What did Otto have?
Otto would always say the puppet would tell the puppet George would tell Otto, take your life. It just killed me. It killed me. What? Kill yourself. He would be like George would be getting big laughs, and then the Otto would say something like, "Where are you from?" And the person would say wherever. He go, "Oh, they have good wings." He would like, kill yourself. Take yourself. Take your life. Like that's what you give to the night of comedy here. Probably not doing it justice. Actually, Jake did it a lot better justice before the show. But hey, it's always sad when somebody, when somebody dies. But I always try to think about it. Certain people, at least they're not, in pain anymore.
What about a big dummy? What about when a big dummy dies?
Nobody likes a dummy.
Exactly.
What about? Well, but
what if the puppet went on tour by itself?
Well, here's what I thought about. First of all, I do want to say this. Everybody that listens to Otto and George, certain things they might go, oh, well, that was a little bit this or that was too much or whatever. I fucking loved it. Some of it, we were listening to today. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe he said it. But the absurdity of the puppet. Everybody had a puppet that nobody got yelled at by their puppet like Otto got yelled at by George. I mean, he would go fucking off on him, and I get it. It's him, but still, it's brilliant. And and I met him once or twice, and with all the, I'm sure he had his problems and his demons and stuff. He was always very sweet whenever I met him. So I hope he can hear this wherever he's at, or he's just, maybe he can't. Oh, but here's what I thought: if I could get a hold, to George Carlin, I'm being honest. I don't know if I'd follow through with this, but it is tempting to me where I could get that, where I could get George, like I adopt him. I'm being totally serious.
Right.
And he starts talking about what an asshole, Otto was a dick. I go, hey, don't be nice. I play.
You have a weird spin-off tour?
I have a spin-off tour.
Death?
Yeah. And
Right.
and he goes, let me tell you. He tells me shit that Otto used to do. I go, Otto, George, be nice. He goes, why ain't gonna be nice?
Did he pass this week?
Yeah.
He did, I think, 2 days ago.
Because it's so bizarre. I looked at that guy's website for some reason last week.
Really?
That's
for
crazy.
the first time in my whole life, I looked at that guy's website.
He
That's
was
really
on,
weird.
He was on Letterman, and Daniel Kino was saying that
Name dropper.
he was very self-aware because he goes, they're making fun of us, right? He goes, try to get in here on Monday, Geppetto. Did I say that name right, Geppetto?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're I think so. If you're
The
talking
guy
about
who
the guy
carved
from
shit out.
Pinocchio.
Yeah, he carved
Right.
stuff out of wood.
What was it? Yeah.
All right.
He has nothing better to do.
Puppet carver.
All right, let's not be disrespectful here. So first timers, you gotta give it time. Okay. Hold on, we're almost there. I go back to that like it's worth it. The thousand soldiers song. That's the one that somebody made with Blake and made it like a mashup of it, right? Yeah. Okay, we don't have to play that now, but I want to play it when we do that bit. But I think that's what that is, right? Okay, don't play it now. Okay, we're almost there. Everything's good. I don't know why I talk like that. Oh, well, Andy, I don't want you to think you just have to sit here and listen to me talk. People here. Okay, that's it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to say something you could tap into this, and you don't even have to tell me, but I'm being very serious. I know we have a lot of young listeners. Clean your toes. Cut your nails.
Yeah.
If whoever you're trying to, I look down and I'm like, I used to have a roommate, and you know what? His name was Mike Coman. And Mike had, now he keeps them short, but his nails were a little long, and his toenails. Keep them cut.
You check in every once in a while, do you?
What?
You go to his wife opens the door and you're like, I just got to see his feet.
No, I'm talking about 15 years ago when we lived together.
No, but you said now he trims them. Like,
well, he told me.
As of my last inspection.
Sometimes I go, take off your shoes and socks. But seriously, if someone's listening right now, keep them short. Because whoever you're trying to attract, if whoever it is you're trying to attract, they're not going to want filthy feet, and if they do, well, then you're both sick fucks, and I hope you're happy with your dirty fucking feet. I looked down on the airplane. I was like, not even like that it was disgusting me because it was back near the bathroom. The guy had his feet out, you know. And I thought I can go back to my area, you know, I'm not near him, but I thought for his own self-worth. There's someone listening right now looking down at their feet going, yes, clean them. Seriously, cut your nails, you keep them real short, and don't be a pig. And wash your hair. Oh, I'm sort of half serious. But anyway, be clean. It's not cool to be a pig, okay? I do know what I'm saying. Let me straighten my microphone out. How about you? How whatever? By the way, no bullshit. How many people in here would pass the test of forget? Let me see your fingernails. I was actually going to cut them before I came. They're fine. They're actually really nice. Blake. How about yours?
I think they're pretty nice.
Oh, yours are great.
Can I see 'em?
Let me see. Jake's very
Oh, those are
clean.
good. Yeah.
I have a feeling. So you know, some people they just like if
Aristotle.
Let me see
what are you working with over
Aristotle,
there?
let me see.
What do you got? You got that 9-inch nails like your favorite fucking band?
Not that bad.
Your nails are fine. Your nails are fine. Oh, this does not help my tough image. Let me see. Oh, Jake doesn't have hands. I always forget.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That would be the meanest
And yet he's
thing.
amazing on that computer.
Yeah,
That requires
well,
him to use keys.
I have special
He has a
keys.
giant keyboard.
Yeah, look at
that's
thank
true.
you. Andy points out each knob
It's like
is,
a twister
is 3
board.
inches by 3 inches.
Yeah,
Right.
it's the size.
That's why he's in the other room.
He can type so fast with his, what do you call those, nubs?
Yeah.
He's got that party
I'm sorry,
size.
is that offensive?
No, he doesn't care.
No, you
He
put a
has
K
some-
in front of it. KNUBS, and
Nubs.
it's fine.
All right, listen. No time to make jokes.
You're right.
Sorry.
I sort of want to say something. I said clean. Did I talk about cleaning your toes? What if I forgot that?
It's not cool to be a pig.
It's not cool to be a pig. It's not cool to be a pig. Clean your nails and clean your face. Wash your hands and wash your hair. What's the matter with you? Why can't you clean your nails? Would it hurt you to scrub your toes a little bit? When nobody's around that's going to make fun of you, go over and get a pedicure. What's it the fucking the big deal about it? Remember that, Toronto?
La, la, la.
Andrew Ivamy, I worked with. What's going on here? What are we moving the table to another room while I'm recording my show? Imagine if David Letterman was doing his show and his desk moved. Someone would get in trouble.
Yeah.
And it would be you, Andy.
Did I move your table?
Oh, you
I'm
did
sorry.
something
I'm
over there.
sorry.
You're moving around. By the way, you know how happy I am you're here? I am.
Okay, good. I think that could have gone either way.
I'm very happy you're here. I
Play it
do-
the other way, though. Do that same thing and tell me you're not happy to see me.
But I am.
Okay.
Just to George Carlin, I'm so. Let me tell you something. This is one of those shows, and Tyler. The last thing we do before we take a break, we're going to address Tyler, who sent me an email, and it's going to have to do with why I'm so happy today with these type of shows because I know all you very well, and I'm very relaxed, and so. But yes, I'm very, very happy you're here, and I feel great energy in the room, and I'm being serious. But
Thank you for having
I'll do
me.
it the joke. I'll do it the joke way. You know how happy I am you're here?
How?
I'm not. Because you're moving and you're banging, and I can't take it anymore. Okay, Andrew Ivamy is a comedian out of Toronto, and he said something really interesting. A while back on the show, we played when who was the football player that Michael Sam, who came out. There was a sportscaster out of Dallas who said the most eloquent, brilliant, clean, kind, decent thing about.
We have a clip right now. Is that cool if we play it? Yeah! All right, sorry. Yeah, what were you saying?
Well, it's the opposite of
Right.
that.
Oh, okay.
So, did you hear it? Did you hear it? We played it on this show. I don't
Yeah,
have
no,
it right
I think
now.
I heard it like outside of the
He
show,
just
yeah.
said, he said all the things that football players have done over the years, the bad things, but that's okay. But but love another man, and it was brilliant, and it was just it's not that he said what I agreed with, is that he said it brilliantly. And I remember slowly, this has to what Andrew Ivamy pointed out to me, and it's not that I didn't realize what Andrew said already, but I didn't soak it in like he did. The danger of what I did. And that was when I rolled into the clip, I said, hey, and it's a guy from Texas. You think he's going to say something really close-minded, blah, 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 and I moved on, blah, blah, blah. And that is what he soaked in a little more. And yes, that's dangerous. That's dangerous to preconceive what he would think. Yeah, it's the same as everything else. Here I'm, just because he looked a certain way, maybe where he was, I think the show was out of Texas, and here is this brilliant man, kind and gentle and decent, and I prejudged him. So, when you go to that Museum of Tolerance, they say we all have a little prejudice in us, and I never really, I thought, okay, I get it, but, but that was, I don't know if that's prejudice, but it's certainly a preconceived notion about somebody. And and that's not good because I realized, okay, it's not going to affect what I thought of him might not affect me, but that means I do that in other areas of my life. And since Andrew told me that, the next day we had a long talk about it. I was at Starbucks before I went to the gym, and I looked at someone next to me, and I thought, who is this person? You don't know. You don't know. This could be the kindest, gentlest person.
But what did they look like? Like, how did you?
I thought that because they didn't look like someone I
Gotcha.
would perceive to be kind and decent and open-minded. I made a preconceived notion, and here you have someone next to you that you should be in awe of, and you're prejudging them. You don't know. And since Andrew mentioned that, I've been very on the alert of doing that. And there was another story in the news about I think a FedEx driver that was killed, and the neighbor who looks like, it was a disheveled person, and they were asking him because he knew the FedEx driver, and he got very choked up, and he just was like crying, going, his smile. He goes, his smile. He goes, it's just, and you could tell like that FedEx driver never looked at that guy and thought that he was loving his smile so much. Like, you know what I mean? So it really made me think, learn from that. I hope I'm making my point very clear that, like, that is a big deal. That is a big deal that I perceive that. That means I must be doing that in other areas of my life. And just, look who's next to you, because it could be, it could be someone of greatness, and you're writing them off because of preconceived notions. And that's just be aware of it. It's not a big deal. Just be aware of it. I'm trying to be aware of it. Did that make sense, what I said?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You think it did?
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Andy.
Andy. You seem so nice.
Thank you.
You've
I'm
met
from Texas.
So I think we got everything out of the way. I'm going to say one more thing, then we're going to take a break and get fresh air. How's that sound? Hey, guess what, Blake? I got a little bone to pick with you.
Oh,
No, please. No. Tell me, to George Carlin, you're
65%. Can I to George Carlin?
Yeah, you might be
89.
You might be exaggerating your tone a little bit, but seriously, inside you're like, what did I do?
No, it's 100% a defense mechanism. What I just did.
It's not a big deal. But you told Rob Gleason, who, by the way, had a great set on Conan O'Brien.
Okay, blah blah blah. What did I say?
Well,
he
you
was
said-
that was one of my favorite. It was awesome.
I didn't care for it.
Yep. that wasn't up your alley.
Why would you go? You could be quiet. I didn't care for it.
You comment underneath the video, not Andy Haynes.
He said when I do my opening, like that I'm doing right now, you told him just let him talk himself out, and don't interrupt him. Is that what you said to him?
Yeah, I did.
All right, wow.
So,
Thank you. I tricked you. I was happy you said that. I wanted to trick you to see if it's what you really said, because you're right.
I
Tell
did say
these
that.
people to shut the fuck up during my opening and let me get it out. Just look at me.
I feel like you're setting a trap for me right now. What are you? holding
I
up?
was.
Oh,
I am teasing you, but did you like that?
and here's the thing. It's
By the way, let me tell the
fucking
audience.
laminated.
It is laminated, and that's why. That's why. Also, I like in Toronto. I like. Hold on one second. It says "Respect Todd. Shut the fuck up when he's talking," and I have it laminated.
It's a sign.
Yeah,
Literally.
Okay, so listen. So here we are. Clean your feet. I'm going to say this because otherwise it's going to eat me up if I don't. And then we'll take a break, and then we're going to have so much fun.
Cool to be a pig.
It's not so cool to be a pig. Why you have to have dirt on your toes? Look at your toenails are too long.
Clean your feet.
Clean your feet a little.
Don't be a pig.
Don't
Get out
be
of
a
the
pig.
house,
Don't
pig.
be a pig.
Why can't
Don't be a
you scrub your face a little? Put a little medicine on it to
Get an apricot scrub. Wash your face. Get the oils out. You look like you got gout. All right, I'm done.
Okay. The reason I want people the reason I want people to like Dr. Phil, I want him to see something he's doing good through, even if there's some sensationalism, or sometimes you're like, why the fuck? I have those shows too where I go, why is he doing that? Or why isn't he calling attention to that quicker? Or even if, and I'm going to go high with my numbers, if 75% of the time it's sensationalism and it's not what you agree with, the 25, and I think it's a lot higher, I'm just going so brilliant and so life-changing for me. Life-changing is not the word. It's admirable that
You're talking about his advice?
Yeah, his advice and his
eye-opening?
And his eye-opening, thank you, and his giving children a voice. Why do you have to keep?
Why do you have
to say when Blake guessed it right, he threw in the right adjective, and then you had to go and say illuminating. Why you got to interrupt so much?
Don't be a pig. You live in a trough.
Clean your under your nails a little.
Because your feet's got that cough.
What if your feet cough? They're so dirty.
Oh, my God.
Excuse me, sir, your feet are coughing. I know. I haven't washed them.
That's why I poke holes in my shoes.
I think, you know what? If I had to, how many, what are you going to move the mic until I throw you out of here? What, are you drunk?
Yes.
If I had to take a sip out of somebody's drink, well, you're all, can I tell you something?
This is going to piss someone off.
It's not. It's going to, you were right, it was going to, but it's not anymore.
And it was going to be me if it wasn't me.
No. How did you know where I was going? I was going to say, when I was little, I would always want to share my brother Corey's soda because I perceived him to be the most clean. Right. And then I looked around the room and I was going to say to George Carlin, I was going to say it, but I instantly changed my mind, that Jake seems to be a clean person. Very clean. Great. But then I looked around the room and I thought, everybody here is. This is my dream show. There's been some guests I like. They're funny, but I think of their dirty faces. No, not their faces, but other, probably there's been a...
filthy.
Filthy.
Just putting things where they don't belong.
Gross.
The repercussions, it's just...
It means nothing. Yeah. So here's what I wanted to just say about Dr. Phil. We got a little off on a tangent, but... Look, this is important to me. This is we always say, like, when kids don't have the right upbringing. I'm not talking about they didn't get a bike when they were 3. This is something we've talked about.
Or a treehouse.
When they were legitimately, take your own advice. When they were legitimately, you know what I mean? Wear myself out. When they were legitimately, are you really okay? Yes. Okay. When they were legitimately abused as kids. This is why I like Dr. Phil. It's going to seem like I'm going one way, but this is what he does, and I like it. And this is why he's able to connect. Look, reality, a show or not, you might go, it's a show, they edit it. It doesn't matter. You cannot fake when you're a child that comes on there and you're 18 and you could tell they come on to fuck him and fuck everybody. They're not, that the reason he gets through to them, because here's what I hear him saying. A lot of people hear him saying this. Oh, you had a bad upbringing, so now that's an excuse for the rest of your life because, you had some horrible things done to you to just be a riot. And that's not what he's fucking saying. He's saying this, and this is what makes him get through to these kids sometimes, is that, if you don't stop this destructive behavior, there's the part that I like that comes after all this. Everyone says the first part, but it's the second part that makes him connect with these children. If you don't stop this destructive behavior, it's going to fucking end your life. And yes, you might have been dealt a bad deck of cards, but, you need some fucking help. But where he connects with them is because he says, I see why you're rebelling. Like I said, I might not like your topical behavior, but I see where it's coming from. And once he does that, you see these kids fall in love with him because for the first time in the world, in their life, they're seeing a full-grown adult who would look like one other adult that's not going to understand where they're coming from. Go, he gets it. Like, there is some rage in me. I'm a kid. There's rage in me. Maybe my parents went through a vicious divorce, not a healthy divorce, which there can be healthy divorces. Now, that's awesome when 2 adults go, we can't live together anymore, but they have a healthy divorce and but that's not what a lot of kids go through. So that's why I really have been enjoying watching Dr. Phil, is that to watch when he does that. And maybe you'll watch it next time and you'll see what I mean. You'll be like, oh, I see. There was a girl on the other day and I really did think, I thought, he's not going to get through to her. And then when he was done with the parents, is like, we want to get our daughter help. We want to get our daughter help. We want to get our daughter help. We are here to get our daughter help. But they never, you need help too. You need help. You need help. And a lot of people go, well, okay, so I've said, the other part that I was going to go on to say, I've already said. So, I needed to say it. There's that 15-second button. You press it 8 times. You didn't hear one fucking thing I just said, if you didn't want to. All right, so I think that's it. I was going to go off on all the stuff. No, I'll do that on another show. I think we're good. First timers, you got to give it time. If you want to shut it off right now, you're never going to know what we do. And here's what we're going to talk about before we go to break. Are you ready? Even I don't know if I have the energy to deal with this.
I agree with the Dr. Phil thing, Todd.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You know what?
Seconded.
By the way, to George Carlin, ignorant of me, when I have this stuff that I talk about, I'm so passionate about it, and I take for granted that nobody else cares, so I just talk about it and I move past it. But yeah, obviously, the floor is open for you to discuss, to talk about this.
I think
I love it.
He's kind of a jackass, I think, when it comes to relationship advice, because I don't think he knows what misogyny is.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but I do think he's great with kids, and I say that as somebody who raised foster kids and worked with kids all his life, and I think that is important. So good on you.
Well, what happens is, now you got me started. I'm sure, like any excuse. Well, because everybody always says, well, everyone has their problems. Everyone has their problems. What about parents that raise their kids? They do a really good job. No one's perfect. No one's asking you to be perfect. But what about parents? Like my brother, I always use him as an example, Spencer and Merle. They're good parents. They're not perfect. No one's fucking perfect. We get it. But they're great parents. And Tyler went and had some trouble. But when you do it right, that's the path back home. That was the path back home. That wasn't all wasted. Even though he went awry for a little while and had a major drug problem, that was the path back home, the good parenting he had. Even though at one point when he was at his worst, I'm sure people go, see, you can do everything right and it doesn't turn out. But that's not the norm, And, yeah, when a lot of these kids, they go through a lot of shit. And now as far as when you said you don't like when he his relationship advice, is there a chance that he's right, and like, what is the relationship advice he gives that you don't like?
I mean, I couldn't quote it because I haven't watched it enough, but I think that he tends to...
I think he throws guys under the bus, and like, obviously I'm one of the least misogynist people in the world, but I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but like, I feel like he accuses men of being like at fault most of the time. Like, I feel like he doesn't know like what a misogynist is, because
but I also think he like asks women to kind of like, I don't think he understands a world where women are like equals to some extent,
Yeah, I guess he doesn't give them enough
he's
credit.
Like a Southern man, like he deals with a lot of I don't know. It seems like he thinks every woman is a housewife, but I don't know. Like
I'll go.
I think the way he does it is by like the way he speaks, it's like he doesn't give them enough credit to handle their own. If that makes, or he doesn't. He just doesn't give them enough credit. Period.
You enunciated it.
Thank you.
You guys are fucking out of your goddamn. You guys are fucking out of your goddamn minds. You guys are fucking. You don't know what the. To George Carlin, I'm gonna go rewatch the show and I'm gonna see what you're talking about.
Well, we're just talking about like a specific part. It may not. It's not necessarily that part of the show. Like every once in a while, it comes up. But
what's his background?
What's it to you?
He went to medical school.
No, I don't know what his background is, but I think you know what? I don't know what it is, but he said it. I just can't repeat it. But I don't think he's faking. He's any type. People go, he's not even a doctor. But okay, let's take. Oh God, hold on. There's nothing wrong with taking a second here. I don't know if I want to.
I don't know.
That sounds legit to me.
South Orange School of Sort of. That's the opening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a break. I feel great. I feel light. And we're going to come back, and we're going to do a show like we've never done before. You listen up close, and you listen, and you push your earbuds in your ears, people, America.
Sorry.
Today is going to be so much fun. I think we're going to let Jake Adams play the guitar that he brought in a month ago. He says he's been wanting to play something. So we're going to take a break. And by the way, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back. Put your camera down. Just enjoy us for a while. Put it down. Enjoy your life.
Enjoy something for once, Nick.
Always with
Did
the
you record?
snappity
Did you just record me saying that to Nick?
I could edit that out.
No, it's fine. But I love that Blake. I think Blake might know me better than anybody. You knew what I meant by that. You're like, enjoy your life, but it's really me saying, let me enjoy my life.
You're interrupting what I'm trying.
He's focusing. And let me tell you something. I love
Which is
him.
his fucking job.
I know, and I love him to death. I really do. Like, I'm glad you're here. Once I like to go out of my way to let someone know, like, I'm glad you're here. Like, I'm glad you like to be here. That means a lot to me. If anybody wants to hang out at this podcast every week, then they have to be a nice person. So I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad that you do those videos, and you do a great job. So when I say it, it's like it's all about me, nothing to do with you. But he's focusing and zooming and pulling in and pulling out. Oh, wait. We never played the song that we were going to take a break to. Maybe we should now. Remember
But it's
before?
hard to stay mad when there's so much beauty in the world.
Pause it. And one other thing, Tyler. Remember you wrote me the email. You said it was a lot nice things, but we were going to address it this week in the show. Not Tyler, my nephew, but Tyler, an emailer. And you said I think you wrote that comic book for me. We're not going to address it today, but we'll address it on another show. But it's easier than because it's hard for me to find your email. I got to call Jake. Remember that email we had? So Tyler, you know who you are. You wrote an email and you were saying some like, I like this, I like that, but one of these things. And you said you'd like to hear. First of all, we are going to get. Oh God, I'm going to remember his name. Bert Kreischer on the show. It's just one of those things.
Can I do that one?
Yeah, we tweeted each other, and then I dropped it. But Bert Kreischer,
Edit that.
by the way, because of
No,
what?
just isolate it, just so I can use it.
Oh,
for my bookings.
Wait, what do you mean?
No, just like, hey, Todd. Oh, yeah, no. I don't even like this as a bit, but the bit was like, just in case, like, I couldn't do it. Like, you're like, no, I think it's just gonna be me and Bert Kreischer. I'm like, hey, Jake, just play that MP3 that Todd said.
Where I
could
said
do.
you could
Yeah.
do it. I get it. I
Yeah.
get it.
But again, I hate what I just did.
You don't hate anything. You're fine.
You're right. I love it all.
Look at us. We're sick.
Yeah, well, I'm
we're
skipping
sick. We're all
around while
sickos.
holding I'm wearing a lav.
We're sickos talking to each
so
other.
I can skip while doing the podcast.
Look at us. We're sick.
We're disgusting.
I hope
man.
I didn't hurt your feelings. Did you hurt my feelings?
How
Nick,
are you?
I love you. Are you okay? But you know,
Todd, I knitted the sweater for you. It
Thank
has
you.
our names on it.
All right, so listen, Tyler. I want to make sure I'm very clear in what I'm saying. We were going to address your email. Then I thought, I'd rather do it another week. You asked Bert. Bert will be on the show. And then also you asked me to talk about Chris. And we'll do that on a future show. Not that that's a big deal, but I don't mind talking about that, how I met Chris, that we're not together anymore. But yeah, we'll do that on another show too. But one of the things you were asking about, I don't know, Tyler, future show.
Sometimes I feel like I'm seeing it all at once, and it's too much. My heart fills up like a balloon that's about to burst. And then I remember to relax and stop trying to hold on to it. And then it flows through me like rain. And I can't feel anything but gratitude for every single moment of my stupid little life. You have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm sure. But don't worry. You will someday.
Now, you would think, well, Todd, don't you know what that means? Like, it's almost you're afraid to say what it means in case someone goes, that's not what it means. But what I think it means to me, and then do you have what it means to you?
Yeah.
You don't know, right, Blake?
No.
Well, I don't mean you don't know.
I know, but you are right. I don't.
To me, it means, which is weird because when I watched the movie, I didn't think this is what it was leading up to. But like every little goddamn moment, like, okay, here's what came out of it for me. You know how everybody says like, cliches like, oh, appreciate your health, all that stuff. But if you go back and really like, to me, whenever you hear someone that inspires you, it's usually because it's something you already knew, but they figured out a way to make you fucking do it. Yeah, I've heard that expression. Oh, appreciate the simple things in life. My ride's here. If you could have appreciation for the sun every day and all those things that, just to have your health. And it's like, yeah, I know what that means, but I want my health and an okay house, That's what you think. But you know what it means. But lately, I've been really having moments, which I'm proud of, because I have other moments I'm not proud of, and it all leads back to what I think this is saying, and that's why it inspired me to want to play it again. I don't know why. Not always. Again, one day later, I'll have a moment. I had a moment yesterday where something frustrated me, and I was not proud of the way I handled it. I wasn't able to realize this is not important. It's always to do with math and balancing issues. Like when something goes wrong with the deposit I made, and I'm like, and then I can't handle the math in my head. So part of it I excuse myself a little for. But I've been having these great moments of really being able to just walk down the street and go, everything is fucking unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like the sun, and it's like all this stuff. And if you're like, for some reason, even the ability, like, to go, some people would love to be able to walk. They can't. They'll be like, are you kidding me? And what I'm complaining about, they're like, I would. So I've been having these moments of just going, yeah, look, I get it. You're stressed out of your mind. That's why I tell young people, before you get, too deep in, I get it. Everything I'm saying is easier when you don't have a lot of children, then you don't, and you don't have the money, and you don't know how you're going to get. I get it. But still, I know I'm going to come full circle here in a second, that I'm able to just go, yeah, this is pretty fucking cool. And you can have the life of like someone that Bill Gates without the life worrying of life's problems if you don't want that much. I know. Oh, no shit. The less you want, the cheaper it is to buy. So, like, lately I've been telling myself, don't buy that. You don't need that. You don't need it. Just like, so I tell anyone young, just don't fucking start buying shit. Like, fucking stop it. So that song means to me, just soak up that life's pretty fucking awesome with all the problems that we have. I get it. It's pretty awesome. Am I close?
I think so. I think
you're wrong. I tricked you. No, go ahead.
Life sucks. I was actually going to say that to you, that I actually think you're wrong.
No, genuinely.
No, but like from a sincere, I think you misinterpreted it.
Really?
No, not at all.
And then I got worried we sound like two high school kids getting like introspective. Maybe we are, but guess what?
Stoned in our
it's
basement.
enjoyable for that reason. I hope it's a little more depth than that. Otherwise, I'm just like, I hope I don't come on my show ever and go, hang in there, baby. Oh, really? That's real inspirational. You got to appreciate the little things
post
in life.
the picture of the cat, by the way.
Yeah, that's always
that.
that's a good one. That's when people go, God's carrying you. All right.
He ain't that strong. I'd put on weight.
God's not that strong.
So what are you saying? Let me finish your thought, Andy.
I think it's I can't enunciate it completely, but it's like when you meditate, you're supposed to have like thoughts, but you're not supposed to hold on to them. You're supposed to watch them like a movie, and I think that's the same way that he's kind of describing life. Like don't like attach yourself too much to moments, because you will miss the following moments.
You know what? I think you might have done even though people go, hey, it's everybody's interpretation. Andy's isn't right and taut, but I think yours is closer. I'm going to edit that all out. Aristotle,
Thank you.
If you fucking edit all that, if you forget to just do whatever you do.
I have something real quick with that.
Sure.
Talking about like enjoying, like you alluded to that. And it's not totally to do with, but like it was the thing that I wrote down to bring up, and I feel like this is a good time to bring it up. Where like just the comedy career can be so up and down, and like recently, like I don't know, like you get bummed out every once in a while. But I was in the car today and I stopped by this place called Porto's in Burbank. Like I don't know if you've ever been there. It's like this pastry shop, and I got like. It was early in the morning. I was at my job, and like it was just really it was just a shitty thing, just lifting shit. And then I stopped by while at work. I got a croissant. I got a regular croissant, a chocolate croissant, a cheese ball, and a bunch and two other pastries, and then also an iced coffee for $5. And I was cruising down the street with my windows open, eating all these pastries, and I literally put my fist up in the air with how happy I was. I had never been it was a legitimate smile because I had all these delicious pastries for so cheap, and I was just smiling. I'm like, this is the best shit ever, and it was great. So like, life isn't that bad. Eat a fucking pastry, asshole.
And by the way, for the people, here's how you show respect and that we're not you to pay. Thank you very much. You know what? Yeah. God damn it! If you say something like that, we should play something like this.
To George Carlin, that is.
And cue.
That's right. Shove your gullet with pastries for the appropriate price.
Jake, now's not the time, Jake. Listen, I gave Jake the finger in the middle of your nice speech, and he's
I
like,
know, and I was trying to stay in the pocket with it, but I'm like, that is so funny.
and he kept looking at
I don't
me
know.
with no microphone. He's
Yeah.
over there going, "What did I do to deserve that?" And you
I
know
know.
the great thing about comedy is you did nothing at all, nothing. Like that's why you might think, well, was that half of a joke? Was I not looking?
Right.
Did I miss a cue? No, you were saying something that I loved, and I just decided to reach over and give him the
so funny.
finger. But I gave you 100%. I never took
know
my
you
eyes
did. I
off
know
of
you
you.
did.
I never took my eyes off of you.
And what's usually a flawless delivery may have seemed a little off. So for our listeners, that's probably why it happened.
So here's what I was going to say back to what we were talking about. I think when it's not that we're delusional. There's people that have, really bad problems. People that have. I don't want to start listing depressing things, but loved ones that die, or heartache in their life.
Or you think your lizard's a salamander,
Why
and
do you have
it's
to?
not even an amphibian.
So listen,
A salamander is an amphibian.
like guys, are you
What?
shitting me? I'm in the middle of saying something here that might be nice. So we're aware. It's not like we're saying life can be pretty good. And if you haven't had, I haven't had the tragedies. I had my dad die when I was 24, but I don't consider that like. Oh my God. I had my dad die. You know what? That's what Mark Cohen does this thing, and I'm always scared to do it. If you're telling a story and you go, so anyway, but then my sister had passed away of cancer, he goes, aha! And you got to really, he won't, I don't know if he does it if it's that, but if you, my grandmother, but I'm always so tempted to do it in other places, But it's either they like it or they don't. If they go, that was the year my mom passed away. Ah! So anyway, hold on. So no, you don't. You're fine. You don't have to. Is that? So I think how you show those people respect is to enjoy, especially when you've slipped through life. Looking like and I know with my dad dying, I could say, well, but still, my dad was he was young, but that's a different type of gut wrenching pain that when you lose a child or there's miseries that I don't so I still consider myself slipping through life that nothing so painful like losing someone in a fire or someone that type of thing. And so that's even a more reason to
Or like when you have to go first at a comedy festival.
Oh wait, I don't even know what that is. I'm holding up a sign.
Why? Because you're a headliner?
Andy Haynes.
Oh, you know what we're gonna do right now? Let's introduce you guys. Let's introduce you.
I almost just threw up at how funny that was.
All right, let's start with
What time is better than now?
Blake. That's all right. Let's start with Blake.
Good call.
Now these might be a little alike, but ladies and gentlemen, and can we have reverb in all
we'll
our
be
mics?
the judge of that. Yeah.
The Lins. Okay.
I'm sure they're pretty different.
Well, but you're gonna love it, and I want you to just sit back, and enjoy your intro. Here we go. Oh yeah.
Blake, 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 Wexler,
Blake Wexler. Blake Wexler. Blake Wexler. Blake.
I still don't know where the smoke machine is.
It's coming from under the table. I knew you would love it. Blake Wexler. Hold on. Keep everybody sing along loud.
Blake, 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 Wexler, Wexler, Blake, 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 Blake,
Blake Wexler.
Blake, 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 Blake,
Blake.
Blake, Blake, Blake,
Blake,
Blake.
Oh, we're getting it. Blake. Oh, yeah, we got it. Blake. Oh, yeah, come on, let's do it right, Aristotle.
Blake. Come on, Todd. Come on, guys. Sing it.
Blake.
Blake
Wexler's back.
Oh, take it home now.
Let Lynn take it over.
Got our Blake.
Wexler's back. Yeah. Wexler, everybody! Thank you! That's right. This is the start of the show. Other shows, oh, we're done. Oh, we're done. Bye-bye, everybody. You get the fucking the shit. This is the start of our show. Now, if you're a first-time listener, and you know, if you go, well, we tell you the truth, we are a first-time listener. This is the start. If you thought everything up to now wasn't that much, we don't think it was either. That's why this is the fucking start. Other shows, that's what they do. Hey, okay, thanks for stopping by, everybody. We're gonna put this out. This is the piece of shit, and I'm not naming names. Blake Wexler's back tomorrow on Todd Glass. Now, here's what I realized the danger. We have an intro for you, too.
Okay.
But I was going to save the bubble machine for you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty underwhelming.
We'll just release the guinea pigs.
I'm going to tell you,
It's just a pen.
we cannot. I mean, we really got to go nuts for.
What's that marching band down there for?
Shut. You weren't supposed to say.
Yeah.
No, I guess we can't use them now.
Go home.
Go home, you
now they're all
fucking
marching
losers.
away. Listen to them. No, there is a marching band down there. Listen. Now they're going.
They're organized.
Our guest tonight is Andy Haynes. Our guest tonight is Andy Haynes. Andy Haynes is our guest tonight. Andy Haynes is our guest tonight. Now that he's divorced, he's happier. Now that he's divorced, he's happier. He can stay till 3 in the morning. He can stay till 3 in the morning. The reason I'm doing this rant right now. The reason I'm doing this rant right now. Because we might have overdone it with Blake's intro. We might have overdone it with Blake's intro. So when we're done this rant right now. When we're done this rant right now. We got another jingle for Andy Haynes. We got another jingle for Andy Haynes. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Haynes. Yeah! Let's do it!
Andy Haynes. Andy
Look at the smoke.
Andy, 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 Andy Haynes.
Andy Haynes.
Andy, Andy, Andy Haynes.
Seen him on Conan.
You've seen him on Conan. Jake Adams on tambourine.
Andy, oh Andy, 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 Andy.
Please won't you be my neighbor?
Andy, 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 Andy,
Andy Haynes.
Andy, 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 Andy Haynes.
Short for Andrew, I'm guessing.
Andy
Haynes. Andy Haynes. Andy Haynes.
He grabs comedy's reins with his jokes. Yeah.
Oh, Andy, Andy.
Andy Haynes. That's right.
Andy Haynes. Andy Haynes. Chad Denick.
Chad Denick.
Text him every day.
Does he text you every day?
Every other day.
More than you want? Anyway.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
I know. I only did that to make you laugh.
Blake Wexler. Blake Wexler. Blake Wexler. Blake Wexler.
Oh,
Do you know that there's
that was awesome.
If you don't mind if we take a second, a young Jake or Jakeums as his grandmother says. His grandmother calls him Jakeums. Shut up. Isn't that the best thing in the world?
Another disgusting thing she does.
Oh yeah. You should see her toenails.
I have.
Hello, operator, are you there?
It's not cool to be a pig.
There's it's not why you got to be a pig. You know it's not there's a big feud. There's a big feud between Lynn Shore and Jingle and lyricist Joe and we talked about it on the show and then well, this says it all. Thank you, lyricist Joe. You know, I know he listens to the show, and we get to a point like this, then you have the decency. It puts me shameful. Thank you. By the way, that's Lynn Shore that's singing this song. He took clips from the show. And what if they had a fighting
Do you
match?
think we should have Lynn Shore and Jingle Joe make each other jingle yet?
This is Joe.
To stop this feud?
Or should we have them fight to the death?
Should they have them fight to their death? And he took all this and made this. Come see Lynn Shore, musical brilliance, in the ring with, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, lyricist Joe! This is a real show, motherfuckers.
And
why do we have a bell?
Is Mr. Lynn Shore.
Listening to the Todd Glass Show. I heard the call for a battle. Big Lynn Shore against lyricist Joe. Maybe even a fight to the death. The battle of jingles between Joe and Lynn Shore, rising up to the challenge of the podcast. And the best of the jingles will be played by Todd Glass. And it's haunting us always.
Why is every time he rings that bell, it makes me laugh so hard? Ladies and gentlemen,
It's like a morning show. Like
over
a
here
super-
we have lyricist Joe weighing in out of the mount. I don't know what he weighs.
We do 10 pounds less to not offend them.
Weighing in over here. Hello?
At 170 pounds, he looks great.
170 pounds. Thin in his face. Thin in his...
Looking great for his age.
I love that he...
It's important to know that lyricist Joe defeated Jingle Joe. In
Well,
the
no,
first
nobody.
round.
No, they had a truce. Is that how it? Is that how
Lyricist
it went
Joe
down?
and Jingle Joe had a choice?
Oh no, they're the same.
No,
person.
lyricist no.
Blah.
Why wouldn't it be Jingle Joe and lyricist Lynn?
Well, why don't you?
And that brings up another round.
I'll tell you why.
That's pay per
Play that
view.
until we make someone drive off the road. Because if you're in the car and that's making you laugh, like, you know. So, you don't know why something. It doesn't matter when you're listening to the show sometimes later. It's like, why is that funny over and over again? I don't know why. Play it later. Play it when it has nothing to do with anything. Play if somebody says something sad. You know, oh, my grandfather passed away Monday, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit on the show.
And death wins the match versus life.
All right, let's go back to being serious, because that's what we do best.
Yes.
Back to what we were talking about. What were we just talking about?
I don't know. A lot of
No,
fun
seriously.
stuff. And
No.
Pre-order Todd's new book. It comes out on June.
All right, that's not the time.
You know what's funny is that you did that earlier because it comes out on Amazon. I believe Amazon was a sponsor of the show at one point. You've already mentioned them more than when they were an actual
I know.
sponsor.
Well, now I got something out of it. I'm gonna get. By the way, to George Carlin.
Yes.
I have never asked to George Carlin.
Mm-hmm.
I have never asked the listening audience anything with as much like if you pre-order the book. I think I did it on the opening of the show last week. You know, you don't get it till June 3rd. So why would you pre-order it? Really, for no other reason than I think I explained this before, but just in case there's someone listening, you know, they didn't hear last week's show. You never know the way people skip around. So all to get on the New York's bestseller, all the pre-sales go towards the first week that it's actually for sale. So in the first week, if we've already sold, you know, whatever 10,000 copies, and then when it's June 3rd, whatever we sell, it all gets included in that week, which helps you get on the New York bestseller. So when people go and pre-order it, I really, really am asking vigorously for people to do it. Not like the PayPal where I'm like, yeah, it's so cool when you do it, but if not, I don't give it. You know, I don't say I don't want to give a shit. When we get money in the PayPal account, yeah, we do fun thing with it. But people are broke. Yeah, it's like, I get it. I don't give a shit about that. This I do.
Yeah.
This I do.
I'll
So
go
I
ahead
really-
and say it. Don't be an asshole. Buy
Well, I don't know if you have
Todd's
to
book.
be that aggressive.
Or go fuck
about it.
yourself.
Yeah.
How about
no,
that?
he closed it with "Go fuck yourself."
How about you get your
make
fucking
it-
life in order that you can't afford? What is it? $14? You don't have $14 to support Todd?
The floor is yours,
Can
Andy.
you? It's 19, by the way.
It's $19?
Don't get carried
All right.
away.
Oh, well, then that's
Well,
understandable.
work an extra week at whatever finca you work at. That's Spanish for plantation. And seriously, no, but Todd's my friend. He's too polite to say this. Get your ass, you know, do
Well,
something.
I played
Buy
the
the
good cop.
fucking book.
I
Todd,
don't
Todd
wanna-
has holes in his cardigan, and I feel like
Cardigan. Oh my God. I started that one just because you guys forgot about
Can
it.
I real quick to go to do with your book, real quick? Just a little behind the scenes thing. This made me laugh so fucking hard. Is that we went up to Lake Arrowhead? It was you, me, Daniel, the ghostwriter.
By the way, every time Blake,
book is haunted by a ghostwriter.
Is that true?
Blake would always come over the house and put a sheet over his head and go, "I'm the ghostwriter."
I'm making your words more exact.
Like, go finish your sentence.
All right, and Daniel Kino and Tom Martin, we were all up there, and then we were working on a chapter of your book where you were talking about your ADD. And to George Carlin, as we're working, like, oh, like how can we make this more cohesive? How can we make this funnier? Like talking about Todd's ADD. We look up to find Todd. Todd was literally in the corner cleaning while we're working on a chapter of his book about his ADD. Todd is not at the table, and he saw dust on a thing, so he was cleaning it. It was the most appropriate thing I've ever seen in
I
my
didn't even
entire
realize it. I thought I was just because I was keeping eye contact with you all. You thought,
Yeah.
oh, he's still involved.
life. Right, but you weren't there.
No, I wasn't there. That was fun.
It was such a great time. Yeah, but the book is the shit. Like, there are so many stories that, as your friend, I hadn't heard before, and they're great.
You know,
Order that shit.
I realized I realized something today that in the book that I'm holding up right over here.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
That a listener. A listener sent me something in, and I thought it was so. I loved the way he said it, and it made it into the book. His quote, and I want to read it. 199. Where is
So if he doesn't fucking pre-order this thing, you have no heart nor
on.
soul.
it? Hold on. Can you turn the lights up really bright? This is the part when I have to remember Todd. if it takes 20 seconds to find it, stop.
Yes.
Everybody that's listening they have as much time as you have, so just stop it. No one's going, oh my God, hurry up and find it, except me.
Hold on.
So
guys.
stop. What are you doing over there?
Droid.
Okay, here we go. Thank you. That was great. Oh, the lighting changed. Thank you. Okay. But yes, that's what we're talking about. Yes, that's right, everybody. I'm only mentioning this not because I have a different slant on it, is only because I'm mentioning that this person, Andrew, his last name is McClain, McLean. And he sent this in, and it was preaching to the choir because he said something that very much echoed the way I feel, but I thought he said it, I love the way he said it. And I forgot that it made it into the book. So he goes, as it says in the book, as one of my listeners, Andrew McLean, pointed out in an email, I just want to give a great big shout out to all the super cool, courageous men and women who still call things retarded. Keep fighting that fight. Any ridicule that you face will be worth it. I promise history will remember you as brave, principled warriors of free speech. I love that. I love it because when you look at it that way, like
That's
if you weren't
awesome.
being sarcastic, it's like, you know why picture a little kid going, you know why we still get to use the word retarded, son? Well, they were fighting it. It was probably 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15. And there was a lot of people, I wish they were there when they were fighting to still use the words like Jew me down and gay, but, but
They were
thank God they were there for the word retarded. Well, they fought for it and they fought for it. So when you say, instead of clumsy, you references retarded, that's because some brave people.
That's right.
They when everybody said don't do it, and that's why we still get to do it today.
And listen, we lost a lot of good men out there. We had a lot of people who said, "Oh, I'm not going to say
They
retarded
fight.
anymore," and they're dead to me. But the fact that we were able to prevail and say retarded, it's just a testament to our ignorance, and I feel like we really committed to it. Anyway, we'll be right back. You're listening to Fresh Air.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this.
With Perry Quoth.
I want to say to Andrew that I really appreciate all his work his dad John did in the Nakatomi Tower situation. That was super heroic.
I don't even know what that is. What's that? What you just
Nailed
said?
it.
Is it Nakamura?
Hey, watch your language. We have Chinese listeners. Doesn't make any sense.
Are you
Remember
gonna be
Warren
doing-
Buffett? I don't know why I thought about this. Remember Warren Buffett?
Fondly.
He said that he's going to give somebody.
The Mystic of Omaha.
How much money was he going to? Was it Warren Buffett? Who owns Walmart?
$1 billion.
That's a family. That's the
the Walmarts.
Who was offering money if they could do this equation that nobody could do?
No, it's the bracket.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what you're talking
it was the
Who
end.
was it?
Warren
It was
Buffett.
Warren Buffett.
Warren
You were right.
Buffett.
He offered
Yeah.
$1 billion for a perfect bracket.
But no one could do that.
Nobody did it this
It
year.
was
for
statistically
sure.
impossible.
So since it's statistically impossible, is that his way to just tell everybody how much money he has? It's like so I could say to people like, hey, if you can make someone disappear in front of me, I'll give you $45 trillion. And then they can't. But I go, well, I had the 45 trillion. What the fuck then? If it's so, what do you need to do that? Well, times are tough right now, and no one needs you to. That you thought that was important at this point in the history of this world to let everyone know that on the freak event, because you can't put an offer like that out there. And I think we all know, in the freak, fucking minuscule freak event that someone could do it. Yes, to George Carlin, he had the money. But since there's so many freaks, at a time when the world's struggling, why do you fucking need to put that out there? That just want to let you know that in the freak event, I got it, and I'm going to talk about it. Now, someone might have a different angle, go, Todd, that's not actually fair. Here's how that all got started. But I think I'm right. He put it out there, right?
And as far as I know, it's not like, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but like, it's not like he was like, oh, okay, well, if nobody wins it, I'm going to give it to charity. It's like, no, I'm just going to still
gonna
have
keep
it. Yeah, I'm just going to still have it.
if
You know what? I'm going to buy all the colleges. I'm going to buy the college that wins the tournament, and I'm going to destroy them.
Why wouldn't he just give 100 people $1 million?
Thank you.
Thank you. I
Thank
think that's
you.
the best way to go about
That'd
it.
be way better.
Start spreading the news.
Speaking of giving 1 million people $1 million,
I'm leaving.
that has nothing to
today.
do with it. Jake, not now.
Was that Third Eye Blind?
I can't believe it. You want to go see Frank Sinatra? When actually we're watching him, we walked into the room and he's performing. Put a little reverb even in the music.
We get it. You're Italian.
Let's hear this.
Whoa.
Start spreading the news.
I make people listen to it differently. Put more reverb.
I'm leaving today.
Because then it sounds like we're in the room. Listen, more reverb.
I want to be a part of it. New York,
Like
New
the back
York.
of a hotel ballroom.
These vagabond shoes
People are going up to
are
dance.
longing to stray.
Come on, Aristotle and Jake. Are you shitting me?
And everyone but me.
So hold on. I'm good. Put a little love in your heart. And how about when I sang before? Was that amazing?
You held a fucking note.
But the second time I didn't. Just because you can.
Well, you
but
got exhausted, but like the first time, it was. I mean, Andy and I looked at each other. Everyone looked at each other like, "Oh, he's still holding that note."
Very impressive.
Do you guys want
Yes.
me to sing? I mean, is that what you're saying?
I mean, it's
Todd,
not.
no, you
but
don't
like, I
have
mean, I think
to.
you did well earlier. But maybe
Yeah.
we should just stop and
Jake's
keep it where it
changing the
was.
lighting in the room, and I love it.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say it. So
No.
loud.
I mean, Todd, please don't.
No, do you
feel a
want me
need
to sing that
it's
song?
Totally fine.
When
if
you walk
don't.
through a storm?
Right. Would prefer if
need
you
to do it.
didn't. No.
No. Do you?
No.
Do you want me to, Andy?
No.
Are you sure?
No, absolutely. Please do not.
Oh, absolutely not.
I would
Oh.
rather you didn't.
Do you want me to, Jake?
That's not my name, but I think that.
What's your name?
It's Blake.
Blake.
It doesn't, but it doesn't. Honestly, I'll change my name to Jake.
Do you
if
pronounce
you don't
it Blake
sing
or
that song.
Blackie?
Well,
I do actually go with Blake.
I've done this
but it is-
before.
but the origin is Blackie. You are correct.
All right, I'll sing a little bit, and then
Okay,
again,
everyone's saying you shouldn't, but
I'll sing a teeny bit, and then I
right,
gotta
I
get
know,
out of
even
here.
that is upsetting.
Do you want me to sing, Jake? Say it loud, because I think, oh, he does want me.
No, don't sing. Don't sing.
He's literally sweating through his clothes right now. I feel like it would be best
All
if you
right,
maybe
well,
just didn't. And it seems like you're
Aristotle-
not going to.
If you want me to, Daryl,
Nah.
do you want me to sing
Please don't.
a little bit?
And he's a cool customer. He
No,
knows
do you
that
want me
shouldn't.
to, Aristotle? If you do, don't worry about these guys.
No, that's for that haven't.
Nick's holding up a sign that says no.
It is 4 out of the. How many people?
I'll
are
do
in
a
the
little
room?
bit.
Five out of
Let me
five.
do
Right,
it.
5 out of 5. Nick, you say no also. Yeah, so we're probably saying 5 out of 5.
Start spreading
When you walk,
the news.
We're
have that?
actually singing. All right.
What was that called?
I'm
What was that song?
Why
the
did you take
karaoke
a
one?
vote?
It's almost as if you're a sick man.
If you guys want me to, I'll do a little bit. Yeah, I go. He goes. Well,
You go.
Wait, you're right. Why do I try to plow past it? It's better to talk about what just happened. You were to George Carlin. Were you genuine? You're like, why'd you take a vote?
No, I thought it was part of the bit. Like I thought you'd forgotten that you'd taken a vote.
No, I knew it was part of the bit to ask everyone, and they all say no, and then I go, all right, I'll sing a little bit. Let's lead up to it again. Do you want me to sing?
No, please do not.
And how about you?
I will jump through this fucking
Okay, to make the
glass.
bit funnier,
Yeah.
let's
Go ahead.
get a little more aggressive. And Aristotle, to make it funny, since no one expects you to be mean, you got to really lay it on hard, okay? No, okay, back to the bit. Do you want me to?
No, not at all.
A little?
Not at all. Not even a tiny little bit. Don't sing.
What about you?
Todd, I will shave the hair off my whore mother and wear it as a fucking wig if you sing, and I don't want to fucking do that. Do not sing. You suck at it.
How about you, Nick? Oh, you don't have to make bad jokes. It's a fucking professional
Well, it's a
show.
bad sound
I
that he's
always
gonna
feel
do.
bad whenever in the middle of a bit I'm stopping. Whenever I in the bit say something and Nick looked like he crushed him, and then the phone will ring tomorrow. He'll call me. You know, I'll hear all of a sudden I'll be like, hold on.
Hey Todd, leave a message after the tone.
Hey Todd, it's Nick. You didn't think like that was really bad when I said that, did you? And then I have to call
Call him back. No, everything's fine. So anyway, back to the bit.
So we don't want Todd
Do you want
to
me
have
to sing?
call him back.
Do you want me to sing? Call who back?
No.
You want to talk about calling people back?
No, yeah. I feel like I've done a good
Okay.
job recently.
You have.
Thank you.
But do you want me to
Don't
sing?
fucking sing.
A little?
Don't fucking sing.
All right.
Don't fucking sing.
How about you, Aristotle? I mean, Jake.
Todd, fucking just you. What do you want me to say? They don't want you to sing. I don't want you to sing. Nobody wants you to fucking sing, Todd.
Well, I'm not going to sing. Let me tell you something. Aristotle, first of all, I'm not going to sing. If Aristotle wants me to sing, it's overwhelmingly everybody doesn't want me to. I just want to find out, do you want me to sing?
I come to the studio every week to come and put up with their horrible, shitty voice, and I'm sick of it! I'm sick of it!
All right, I'll do a little bit, and then I got to go.
It's almost as if you don't fucking listen to me. God fucking damn it.
When you walk through a storm, Hold your head up
Nobody wanted this one.
high.
Okay, that's enough.
I hope you get beheaded.
And don't
Sing ever again.
be afraid.
You have all our car keys.
I'm terrified of your voice.
Of the dark.
Christ. Somebody turn on one of those cars and hopefully we'll die.
At the end
I hope someone throws salt in your fucking
of a
eyes.
storm is a golden sky.
I wish I was in 9/11.
And the sweet silver song
I wish I was Todd's dad.
of a lark.
Dead.
Walk on
Off a fucking bridge.
through a wind.
It's a hurricane.
Walk
I wish I drank Chinese milk.
on through the rain.
Seriously.
I hope it destroys your family.
You want to just hit our
This
heads
is a
together?
fucking
Maybe
nightmare.
tossed
I wish I had some of that Kool-Aid from
and
Cult.
blown.
He's
Walk
wearing.
on
He's wearing a fucking shorts.
He invites us down here. He takes our car keys.
I wish I was a Native American.
Your heart and you'll never,
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
you'll never walk alone. You'll never.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
shit.
Makes me want to kill myself.
Seriously.
You'll
My son's gonna be a weirdo.
Give it up already.
walk on.
Shut up. Your book's illegible.
Walk on.
It doesn't matter.
With hope in your heart.
You're breaking my heart.
And
Sing it.
you'll never.
Listen to this podcast again.
All right, I won't do it anymore. If you don't want it anymore, I won't do it. All you had to do was ask, not to hear it, and you guys didn't, and it was rude.
Are you?
All you had to do was say, you were saying it, but you didn't really. You were on the fence about it because you didn't want to hurt my feelings. I went around the room and I asked, should I sing? Should I sing? Should I sing? And you were all sort of, to me, unless I'm fucking crazy, it's
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Are
it
you
seemed like
fucking
you're.
shitting me?
Seriously?
You asked every one of us.
Yeah. We all fucking.
So
told
you promise you're never gonna fucking sing ever again. You're a sick. All right. So you're agreeing to that? All right. Good. So we never have to listen to it again. I'm glad.
Thank God.
All right. So anyway, I think we should probably move on and then. What is that? All right. So we're just gonna listen to the instrumental.
All right, I'm done with that. All right. Hey, listen to this.
Hey.
It's 9 o'clock somewhere. That's what they say.
That is true. They do say that when it is 9 o'clock.
Let's do this for a second. Remember you were on the show, and this is a mashup of all mashups. Oh, no, you're right.
Skrillex.
Yeah. What did you say?
Skrillwex.
Skrillex.
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 That's your nickname.
If anyone touches that Twitter account, I'll fucking kill you.
People wanna know. People wanna know.
Is this what the listener sent in?
So we tell them. I wear the book from 27. You heard so much about it.
This?
Sergeant Blake, can you come in a little early?
Sergeant Blake!
Yes, sir. Oh, good. You can take a look at us and see we're motivated. You can take a look at us and see we're motivated. You can take a look at us, you know we're dedicated. You can take a look at us, you know we're dedicated. You can take a look at us and see we're motivated. You can take a look at us and see we're motivated. You can take a look at us, you know we're dedicated. You can take a look at us, you know we're dedicated.
This is what acid feels like.
We want to know who we are. Who we are. So we tell them. So we tell them. We're the boy from 27 you heard so much about.
We're the boys from 27 you hear so much about.
Our mamas take their daughters and whenever we go out.
Our mamas take their daughters and whenever we go out. Hold on! Hold on 1 second!
Yes, sir!
Oh, so I can do this bit right. What do you call someone that's you're yelling at? They're not. I always say
Private.
Private. Okay. Marching. Just because I asked you how to reference you does not mean that you should stop marching. Sorry, I lowered the volume. Sergeant Blake Private Blake Wexler.
Yes, sir!
When we said where the mothers take their daughters, What did you say?
I got rock hard, sir.
Don't be a wise ass. Even in this bit, you piece of shit. When the mother said to the daughters, what did you just say?
Something respectful, sir. I can't remember off the top of my head, sir.
You said that I heard you mumbling something. Private Wexler, you repeat what it was.
I said, sir.
And you think that's what we said in the march?
I said, I swear to God, you said, sir.
What do you call you again?
Private, sir.
Private Haynes.
Yes, sir.
What did it say when the mother said about their daughters?
What?
What?
Everywhere we go,
people wanna know who we are. So we tell them.
I wear the boy from 27 you heard so much about. Our mamas take their daughters in whenever we go out. Feels good. Sounds good. Ha, 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 ha. You can take a look at us and see we're motivated.
You can take a look at us and see we're motivated.
You can take a look at us.
Hold on 1 second.
You can take a look at us.
When they said you can take a look at us, Private Wexler, Private Haynes, what were you saying this time? Are you shitting me?
Sir,
you have the nerve. Do you even think you're half right?
Let me
tell you something.
Sir.
Private Wexler.
Yes, sir.
You will not sit.
No.
Well, or stand and disrespect this march. What did the mother say? What did we say about the mother's daughters? And I'm listening.
Baby, sir.
Haynes?
Sorry, my asthma. Sir, my asthma.
I will accept that as an answer if you answer like a nerdy private. What is your problem with doing these marches?
Major, my asthma and allergies they're teaming up to really take over.
I had allergies when I was younger. I understand.
Okay, thank you for being respectful of my.
But there's no excuse for you, Wexler. This bit, it exhausts you.
Yeah.
How do you have the energy to keep me?
My youth.
Okay, let's keep going, motherfucker. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Come on, come
All
on.
right.
You shut the fuck. Blake is marching like he's not tired at all. He's marching with his hands by his side, but his shoulders are like you would picture.
I just came out with a new clothing line.
Who's the guy who's saying "Stop Me Up"?
Oh, Mick Jagger.
Mick
yeah,
Jagger.
He did have a Mick Jagger swag.
Yeah, you have like the ostrich stroll. You're like, I'm marching.
I just
Jagger
laid a
swagger.
big egg.
You look like Grace Jones entering a party.
Thank you.
But I mean that every day.
This is how
In general.
This is how Blake's dad sounds when he walks up the stairs at night.
Thank you.
I don't even know what that is.
Your dad has horrible gas.
All right, listen. Stop. Play. Come on. This is a professional. We're voted #1 by the Podcasters Association of America.
The Todd Glass Show. Voted #1 by the Podcasters Association of America.
Association.
Audio 98. Audio 98. Friday mornings with Todd.
That's right. We're big in Kansas. Hey, Kansas City, we want to say hello to you. We're glad that you're listeners, and we are happy to have you on board, which we've now syndicated in the Kansas.
KMBC, the Todd Glass Show. Audio 98. The Todd Glass Show.
By the way, I want to talk about a gift that I got in the mail that I to George Carr, and I couldn't be more excited, and I used it to shave with. And no bull. I got an unbelievable shave. So Harry's shave set. This is like really cool. I got this from Young Aristotle. It's a cool razor, and then it has my initials on it. And I think they might be a sponsor of the show, so I don't want to be deceptive, but I still thought it was really cool. We've had other sponsors, and none of them sent me something this cool. And I shaved with it, and I actually got a really good, really close shave. It's Harry's shave set. Is Harry's a company that sells like shaving cream and cool and razor blades and stuff?
I'm not entirely sure.
Well, it looks like what they sent me would probably be a sample of what they sell, I would imagine. So yeah, looks like I got.
That's a cool box.
I know, even the box. It sounds like we're doing a bad infomercial, but it comes
I'm honestly complimenting that box.
I have one myself. It's great.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
very clean shaven, by the way.
Thank you. It's because I can't grow
now,
facial hair.
It does seem like we're being phony, but to
honestly.
George Carlin,
I really do like it.
Yeah, it comes. First of all, the box is only a bonus if the product's good, which I only shave with it once, but it seemed to really be. I got a really cool shave.
You look good.
But what I like about it is, when you close the box, there's a piece of string, like cool,
yeah,
and then
fabric.
it wraps around the top. That's what closes
like a
it.
button.
Right.
Like rich people have.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I usually have trouble shaving because I have immaculate bone structure, so often it's hard for it to.
right
to
to the
contour.
bone, you
Exactly.
open
Don't be disrespectful.
I'm not. I'm being respectful to
If
myself.
the people at Harry's are listening, I do need a new guard
Oh my God!
for one of my
Look
blades.
what the
It's
new
hard to
blades
travel.
come in. It's like fancy.
It honestly does look awesome.
It's great.
So anyway,
Seriously.
yeah, Harry's. There you go. Thank you. The whole listening audience.
I
is
want
gone.
that.
Is
I'm not
Todd-
even kidding. I fucking want. Can I? And this sounds. Is this gonna sound selfish? But I
Send you
think it's
one?
gonna sell the product. I fucking really want one.
Can I tell you? I think if they listen, watch your language though
Yeah,
when we're
I
talking
did
about a
say
sponsor.
Can I have a motherfucking guard?
Yep.
Hey, Harry's. Go out and buy one of Todd's books. Jesus Christ.
We need our sponsors to start buying Todd's books.
Oh my God, yo, hey, if I'm gonna, but by the way, that we were begging Harry's. Seriously, thank you. These guys, they make jokes.
I want one, please.
I think they'll get you one, but only if they can put. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll ask Harry's.
Listen, honestly, can I try to? I'm young. I need something to shave my face with to be smooth.
Okay,
and
here's
be
what I'll
hot.
do. I'll promise to get one for as many on your show as I can, but we're gonna have to start slow here, so I don't
Oh,
want anyone to be jealous.
Aristotle doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't. He look at him. He sits over there picking shit out of his pussy. Anyway, that's what
You lecture me on my language.
I know. Well, it's different. I have a way.
I'm the host.
I'm the host. I have a way about myself. I will get Jacob. I'll get Jake one if he lets us put Jacobs on the handle. Is that okay? Okay, Jacobs. And if you can put Jew 54. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll say Jew number fucking 1.
Well, let's just see.
What are the
Let's
other
start
ones
with
gonna say?
Jacobs, and because you have one already.
I do, but I do need a guard.
Did I? Did I mention that they put my initials on here?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay.
TG?
Well, then maybe I should shut up. You're like,
TG?
TSG. Or whatever you're going by these days. Whatever makes you the most
What's
fucking
your middle
money.
name?
my middle name is Harrison.
Really?
Yeah.
Todd Harrison Glass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Right.
My middle name is not Harrison, but I wish it was. I always wanted the name Harrison. I
Right.
know a Harrison. I only became friends with him because I liked his name. I thought it was cool. And every week I would go to Smokey Joe's in Wayne, and I would forget who he was, but he was like a bartender who was. I did a college show there. They had comedy night.
Right.
And I would forget his name, but he was like super nice. We're still friends.
Yeah, and then years later, he let you on the set of Star Wars. And,
Thank
He
you.
was super cool to you. Yeah, and Indiana Jones.
That's why you have business cards with jokes like that.
That is right. You guys looking for a comedian or a writer?
So I would go into the bar and I would say, where's the bartender with the rich-sounding name? And they would always go, Harrison? I'd be like, yeah. So anyway, and his last name was Todd, coincidentally. And we ended up being really good
When
friends.
you were a kid, did you ever get in fights?
I didn't. I only got into one fight my entire life. And
It was the fight for his life. Todd had a terrible disease and he overcame it. Now he wrote a book.
I don't know if I ever told this story on the show, and I don't mind repeating. Let me. You know what? I'm going to say this. I don't mind repeating things when it has to do with my views.
It's not cool to be a pig.
Why you got to be a pig? What's the matter with you? Can't you clean under your nails? What's the matter with you? I got a question for you. I didn't want to ask, but let me ask you something, Harry's. How about everyone at this table could get a razor blade? Now, if you email me, I'll tell you about everyone's names, but it would be Nick. It would also be Aristotle. It would also be Blake Wexler.
That's right.
Andy Haynes is included, and even Jacobs.
I have an idea. Let's all take a picture of us, like, unshaven, like not clean shaven.
You're going to have to take a picture of
And
my
then
crotch.
Well, I was hoping that would be.
Let's get back to the serious part of the show.
And we'll be right back.
Now, what were we just
I'm sorry,
talking
what?
about?
I'm sorry.
Seriously. No, don't be sorry.
I'm
You're
sorry
great.
about it.
The great product.
I'm
Have
sorry
you
for
ever
being
got in a
sorry.
fight?
Oh, yeah. So I don't mind repeating if it's, I repeat things because sometimes you need to repeat your social views and stuff. You get better at saying it. But this, I said it. So here I go. But you asked me if I ever got into a fight. And there was a kid in my school. I won't. There's a kid in my school.
Oh, get the fuck out.
There's a kid in my school. I won't say his name, but he was a little bit. And I'm to George Carlin. I'm being honest.
And you're in your junior year right now.
No, I'm in my now. Oh no, I'm a senior now. I thought you bought it, so I just went with it. No, I went. It was in my 11th year of high school.
11 years in high school?
It's when I was.
Jesus Christ.
You had a good run.
By the way, if I had to
scary were
graduate, I would have never graduated. If they could have put me back through high school 15 times and said whatever, I would have never. There was only so much information that was going to penetrate my
What
head.
was that goddamn movie about Bert? It was Bert Kreischer inspired, but it was with Ryan Reynolds. What was it? He was in college for a bunch. He was a college entity.
The Green Lantern.
Yeah, Van Wilder.
It was Van Wilder.
Van
yeah.
Wilder. I would like to see a Van Wilder, but high school with Todd.
I don't know.
I want to see Van Wilder.
Edit that out. I'm writing that.
I want to see.
The sequel should be called Van Wilder.
Van Wildest.
Yeah,
would be the final one.
Did they do that?
Can we work on that together?
Yeah.
Anyway,
So there was a kid who was a little bit. He was he was he had a big pussy. He was a little slow, but he was aware and he was held accountable for his actions. But there was no doubt that he was a little slow. And there was another kid, and his name, which I will leave unmentioned, would tell this other kid to punch me. When we were in science class. So he would walk over and he'd punch me, and I'd go, it's like I'm not a fighter, So it's like he would do it again, and I what eventually happened. I remember
Where's he
turning
punching you?
in the side, and then it hits the stomach.
yeah.
It's hard to do this without telling names. Fuck it. So many years has passed. Who cares?
no, wait, real quick to George Carlin, just to clarify. So the guy who was punching you, was he the differently able?
He was
child,
no slow. I think slow is fine. I think he was slow.
Okay.
Slow?
Okay.
Yeah,
so
but
he was the one punching you.
Yeah, he would
Gotcha.
punch me.
How did
Okay.
he punch you if he was so slow?
Well, really, that's the
I'm
joke we
sorry.
stopped for. So anyway, it's all.
No, I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it
Yeah.
too. This is the type of thing that loses me sponsors. Let me tell you something about the great people over at Harry's. So anyway, so he punched me, and the third time he punched me, I said to the first guy, if you tell him to punch me again, I'm going to go ballistic. And you don't want to deal with the type of rage that comes out in someone like when they're not a fighter, because it takes so much. But everyone knows what I'm talking about. It's so bottled up inside of you that not that I walked around angry, but I wasn't a fighter, so a lot of people got to maybe pick on me. And, I let it go because, and I was fine. I'm not painting a picture of some horrible childhood at all. But I wasn't the type that would, defend myself. So I said, if you do it one more time. And it's not that I dared him, because I probably would have let him hit me again, except the third time he hit me, when it's like, it hurts. You know what I mean? And you go to cry, and it's either cry or and I fucking flipped out on Tim. Oops. Yeah, fuck it. I reached down and I threw him to the ground and I started choking him. And I remember thinking, I want to choke him till he thinks that I'm crazy, but I'm not. I get that all I can do is scare the shit out of him. He doesn't deserve to have any more than that done to him. Even in my rage, I knew. You're not going to tell the story of, oh yeah, God, Tim was an idiot, but still you can. No, I was just going to scare the shit out of him. No one could get me off of him, and I was just enraged, and I let go of him, and that's the only fight I've ever been in. But here's the great part about it: both of them got suspended. What do you think happened to me? we'll tell that story right after this. When we come back, you're listening to the Todd Glass Show. And, no. Guess what do you think happened to me? Do you want to guess?
I mean, I see
I
that
don't
trophy over there. Does this have anything to do with it?
Do you want to
trophy for?
What is that?
I should have thrown to like something.
Wait, Todd, what's that best? Does that say best choker?
Fighter?
First team all
Sunday
choking?
All choking.
Oh no, that's summertime.
4A?
That's Sunday
Reading
morning.
County.
But that's okay. What do you think happened?
You learned a lot.
I don't know what.
Do you really? Is that do you? You know,
No.
Do you want to know? Do you
realize
guess?
you love
Actually,
choking?
Let's actually guess. I'll actually guess.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
guess.
say that you got like a slap on the wrist, like you got a detention.
Nothing.
You're right. I got nothing.
Wow.
And he let me know that could never ever happen again. Never. He goes, but I remember exactly what he said. He said the fact that I think it was Dr. Rittenmeyer. It was Dr. Rittenmeyer said the fact that while being punched and it hurting, you made the better choice of who to hit, and it wasn't the first person who was punching me. It was the person that was telling him to punch me.
I bet those teachers hated that kid. Probably.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know. I ended up being friends with him a few years later. We really did. We actually became pretty good friends.
You know
Me and Tim. Me and
You know
Tim.
what that spot is for me is if you slap me in the back of the head.
Mhm.
It just takes one. I'll go ballistic. I don't know what it is.
You mean if someone's what if they're just don't know and they're being silly with you and they do
It's
it?
usually I freak out and stop myself immediately. But like when somebody, just this, like people used to walk by in high school and slap
that's
this part of your head. It immediately sends me into a rage.
You know what? It's funny and I'm the same way with the what do you call that when they
Titty
the titty
twister?
twisters.
Yeah.
God no, I don't. That I when I was 17, whatever age it was, it's like, and if it's somebody that thinks they're sort of half being fun, I get it. Even at the time, they don't deserve. I'm not going to hit them because I've obviously only been in one fight. But I'm like, never. Okay, we'll write that off. Don't fucking ever do it again. I don't want to be that. If that's what you want to do as friends and that's funny, I don't fucking want it.
For me, it's whenever someone prints out my grandfather's obituary and hands it to me. It's literally just really grinds my gears.
Blake Wexler.
Blake, how did your grandpa die?
Paper cut.
Jesus Christ.
He bled to death. Comedian, actor, writer. I'm reading Blake Wexler's card.
In that order.
Blake, did you
Are
give
any of
me
those
this
in
card
parentheses?
it was your real card you gave me?
Yeah, but I think
quotation.
I don't know. I don't think this makes it better. But I was 17, maybe.
Oh,
when-
it
or,
makes
like-
it makes it completely better.
But
makes
it also
all-
doesn't because I did buy business cards when I was
Nope.
17.
Blake, I got to back you 100% here. I think everyone says cards aren't important later, but at that age, I had a card.
That's why we're friends right now.
Yeah, because you gave me
It's
this
'cause
card.
I gave you that card
after the show, and it said Blake Wexler, and I didn't want to throw it out because I knew at a point. So I go, "What do I do with this card? I can't take it to just throw it out." You would have never asked about it. You wouldn't have remembered you gave it to me, right? You would have just because it was when you were 17. So I taped it. We have a sort of a plexiglass little square, and in it are cards with questions on it. So I taped it to the top. Blake Wexler, comedian, actor, writer, Boston's. And Philadelphia.
You know, the two hubs of comedy.
Wait, it says it on your card, Boston and Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Is this your same phone number now?
Yes.
The 610 number?
Yes.
Okay. Guess what, folks? I gave you the 610 part. I'm going to give you one more number,
You can
3.
get-
So if
Yeah.
you want to just dial, it's 610-324. And, try to
That's
guess.
a lot.
I know it is. Oh, there's no
I'm
fucking
fine
way.
with it. No, I mean, there's a lot
I
of
could give one
permutations
more
of-
number, and there's no fuck. Would one
I mean,
more
please
number
don't.
scare you?
Give him one
Yes.
more. Give him
Yes,
one more.
100%.
It would.
Yes.
Okay, but from then on, you're safe. There's no way without giving out the last
No,
4.
I still feel unsafe. If
I
you
know,
had
so
another
do
one.
I, but there's something fun about it, isn't
I
there?
know, I feel alive.
You feel Blake Wexler feels alive. So what we're gonna do is we might take a break.
How bad is that?
It's not bad. It's what? It's endearing.
What are you a magician? What's with the
I know the.
It's a jester hat, Andy.
You have card symbols.
Now here's
Here's
well, I'm a jack of all trades.
Yeah, he does. By the way,
Didn't you hear I'm a comedian, writer, and actor?
Jack off.
Here's he does have. Well, here's when Nick. Why don't you take a picture of that and we'll post it? Do you have your camera?
Yeah, but still, my contact information is still on there.
Oh shit! We'll blur. Can we blur that out?
Yeah,
we'll blur
use, like,
that.
That email is my Foot Locker email.
No, we'll definitely blur it out.
The next number is a 7, though. We should say that.
Sweet Jesus.
We're gonna go to that box of questions, which we rarely do.
Cool.
I can do it.
Does that mean we're not doing a good job?
No, not at all. I think we're. I'm having a very, very good time.
Me too.
I'm having a very good time. I love when. I used to think the show had to escalate in this way. Now right now. I feel like taking a few cards. I haven't done
This
that.
is a beautiful
How long do I have to
plateau.
hold it, Nick? Oh my God, I'm exhausted. You made me sorry that I ever asked you to take a picture of it. He's focusing and he brings in apple boxes. Do you know what apple boxes are?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Hey,
the
who does?
jeans with the scar?
All right. So here's what we're.
Oh, apple bottom girls.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's what that one is.
Hold on. Shh. I don't mind Bethany as much as I thought I was going to.
The name Bethany?
No, the show.
By Frankel? Bethany Frankel?
Bethany, the show, the
From,
talk show.
yeah.
I'm fucking
The
idiots.
CEO of Skinny Girl.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, I buy stevia from them.
Right, hold on.
You do look skinny, girl.
Thank you. And I hope that girl is spelled with a U and not an I. Because there's no I in girl.
What if she wanted it to be pronounced Skinny Gwirl? She's like, it's actually Skinny Gwirl. And everybody's like,
That's an odd
no.
choice. Doesn't have to be.
Nope, Skinny Gwirl.
Audio 98. Audio 98. Friday mornings with Todd. Here's the KMBC Sports Review. The latest results of the games, statistics along with the names of the players who made history today in the world of sports.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a break, and we're gonna get. I'm gonna get. Actually, want to get a root beer with whipped cream. They're like, you know what it's like if you take a root beer over there and you put whipped cream in it. It's like a cheap float.
Yeah, that sounds great.
You know what I mean? Not a cheap float, a lazy float. There's no ice cream, but we have good whipped cream. We have root beer, but we're not going to do it playing the Candyman because we've done that before. Tyler, does that make you happy that I'm not going to do that again?
Thank you.
Tyler's like, that's not what I meant. I don't want to be teased, Todd. Tyler, the listener. So we'll do that. We'll take a break. We'll have those, and we're going to come back with our. And why don't you get a treat when you take a break? And here's what we're going to do. Whatever we play to break, we're not going to play right now. We'll play it when we come back and listen to it as we eat our ice cream floats. Does that sound good?
Yes.
I love that idea.
Right. I miss you. Oh, yeah. Did you ever... You know, Lynn writes... Maybe we should do that now before we leave. Lynn wrote a love song. I like it.
It's about his fucking wife, I swear to God.
It's about missing someone.
Okay.
Inside, I never miss someone so much. It's hurtful. It makes me feel so bad.
It's about someone missing their
I
wife.
miss you so much. Makes me want to. Makes me want to.
Oh my God.
Is that like
I miss you so much.
I'm sorry. Am I the only one?
Makes me want to vomit.
I don't think anybody misses him. If he's like that. Jesus.
I thought that was the most beautiful song.
Really?
Yeah. It's the truth. All those other songs, I miss you, I have to rhyme. I miss you so much. Think about it. Have you ever missed someone so much you want to vomit?
No.
What was the moaning like?
Well, that's your problem.
He's
Have
very
you?
talented, obviously, but the message is.
Well, I miss you so much I want to vomit.
Oh, all right. Well, then I agree with you.
We'll take a break. We're going to make some ice cream floats. We'll be back. Hey, would you like to throw it a commercial? Because I know I get to do it all the time. You know, there's no reason you couldn't.
That's true.
Would you like to?
Yeah, what can I tease? What's coming up? That's right, everybody. We had a lot of fun tonight, and we have one more segment left, or maybe we have 10. Who gives a shit?
We have a lot of segments.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to throw to a break right now. We were having a lot of fun. You listen to the Todd Glass Show with Andy Haynes, Todd Glass, Blake Wexler, and all the other sons of bitches in this room. We'll be right back.
The Todd Glass Show, the Todd Glass Show. Big K in Kansas City. KMBC, the Big K in Kansas City. KMBC. Something's happening all the while. In the center of your dial on KMBC. The Todd Glass Show. The Big K.
That's right. We're back. All right. First of all, we went on the line, and we it's called, what is this on YouTube we looked at? Jigsaw. And how would they go to that website? I thought the video was very funny, and I told the guy that I would give the his
handle.
No, give him just
props.
mention
Props.
props.
Give him props.
What is it?
Give him a suitcase full of props.
A suitcase?
Everybody, shut up. Never said that before in the show. You're over there like
we push you to the edge.
It's the first time I ever did have to go. I'm kidding. I want you to shut up. Thank God. And did you is it on there who it is?
He doesn't say his name.
All right, we'll do it on the opening. We'll do it on the we'll do this on the opening. Well, you said I didn't know you weren't going to have it, or not you, but both of us, right? That's the only difference. Yeah. Now we have to. It doesn't say his name on this. Hold on, guys, come back. We'll play all of this. We came back in because here's what happened. Everybody, listen up. We came back in. I wanted to give a listener a shout out for a video that was online, but we don't have what website to go to, so we'll do it on the opening, and that's fine. Or what's this though? That's a different thing. That's a different. Wow.
What's the video called?
Oh yeah, that's the guy
That was a good question.
Hold on, please.
Sorry.
Shut the fuck
Tell
up.
me to shut up
Shut the
again.
fuck up, both of you. I have so much on my mind that I want to get off, and once I get it off my mind, I'm gonna have so much love to throw your way. But you're just rambling over there. It's like you're a get thoughts out of my head starter. Like if you had a chemical.
Like if people could donate to our Get Thoughts Out of Our Head starters.
Well, so if I said to somebody, hey, I'm going to try to think of things, make sure someone's here that just babbles in the background so I can never remember it.
So that's not what you're looking for.
No.
Oh,
You
my God.
misunderstood me.
Oh.
You found it? Yeah. Oh, thank God. Okay, what is it? Nice and loud. Brendan McNamara. Yeah. And that's it? Just put in Brendan McNamara?
I think it's Brandon, right? Brendan.
Oh, if we don't have it, we don't have it. Don't make me get excited. All right. Are you? Oh my God! This is not worth it. I'd rather argue over toenail clipping. That's something. This is fucking pointless. You never heard his name before. I don't care that nobody knows it. Let's make that very clear. We don't have it. Who gives a shit? But Brendan, I think it's Brendan. What the fuck? How would you know? Why would you even weigh in? You're not gonna fucking know.
He said Brandon, and then you said Brendan.
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
I was trying to clarify.
Oh,
because I thought there was a little case of operator.
At least I'm big enough to admit it.
Sorry for being wrong. Oh, so I'm fucking wrong.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
What if we could?
Shut up, every one of you! All right, listen. I to George Carlin, I do want to clean this up. It's not that I love sitting around debating things that aren't important, but you're right. I didn't realize it's Brandon. It's Brandon. Like we have so little to give, and then you get to the point where
I'm not that insecure.
Oh well, you should be because you make a lot of wrong choices.
Jesus.
Holy cow.
All right, listen.
Pussy.
It's just we. What did you say? What did you say?
I said.
What did you say?
Pussy.
Hey, you know who else says that? Somebody else. You could have a conversation with this person. Go ahead.
Pussy.
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 Who will win? Do you think?
Pussy.
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 The machine.
Pussy.
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 I can't do it anymore. It
Pussy.
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 In homage to
Todd's mom.
No, and how
Your
dare
mom.
you? Hell,
Tits.
somebody tweeted us. It's 6 kittens. I think 6 kittens nursing their mother, and it says 6 tits. And I think
Tittens.
6 tittens. Excuse me, can I see your tittens? What?
That
Your
sounds like
tittens.
an Irish bar.
Thank you.
Come down to 6 tittens. Emerson, nice titties.
Let me, so I don't get pod. We got the people from Shittens on the phone. Somewhere that's happening. We talked about it on the show last week. Shittens is a real company. No,
True.
to George Carlin. So somewhere there's somebody go, we got Shittens on the phone. Yes! Because they're a sponsor now.
What is
we got
Shittens?
Shittens is in.
Wait, is Shittens a real company?
George Carlin. Yes. it's
What's
a
their
thing.
company?
It's a thing you do.
What's their business mod?
Brown-handed, just put on a shitting.
It's a glove.
Try the new wet wipe, shaped like a mitten. Don't get caught brown-handed, just
Okay.
put on a shitting. Try the new wet wipe,
That sounds
shaped like a mitten.
suspicious.
By the way, are we 100% sure that's real? We are? Because, it could be that.
We are, because that's
Oh, yeah.
too bad.
Well, it could be a fake ad, too, but is there a company, is there a number where to order it?
Yeah, earlier one of those people was.
Well, the spokesman keeps winking throughout the entire thing. It might be a...
All right, so let me explain what happened. Pull the computer back.
Order one. Just try
Hold
to
on.
order it.
Yeah, try to. Well,
They're going to steal your identity. Not that anyone fucking wants it.
it's real. Okay, hold on, guys. Everyone pull back into the chair. Sit up, everybody. I need order.
How am I?
Not you.
How am I? Am I? Okay.
What is that? Oh, that doesn't matter. It's
I'm
none
gonna
of my
stop
business.
talking.
Okay, no, you won't. I mean, I don't want you to. So listen, here's what happened. We came back. I got a recap. We came back, and my goal was to mention that website, do a few quick things, so we could enjoy our root beer floats to music. And you guys have been nothing but trouble. And then we started that whole thing. Is it Greg? Is it Greg? Is it whatever it is? Blah 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 blah.
It's Brendan.
It's Brendan. Is it Brendan or is it Brandon?
Might be Brandon.
If it is, I'll give you $150.
Oh, really? Well, I don't need it. It's been a good month. This is amazing.
That's Joe's impersonation of me. What's the last thing say?
I think he said titty.
No, play it again from the beginning. This is Joe's version of what I do. This is what Joe thinks. Oh, I turn on the mics. I go, hey, everybody, it's Todd Glass.
It's not funny anymore then.
Preface blah. I like that part. All right. Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Clarity? Clarity.
Bark at a titty.
I'm into titty.
Clarity.
What?
Clarity.
Clarity.
Oh, Claire.
Claire's titty. Claire's, you know Claire.
Claire titty?
You know how she has one titty?
Yeah, Claire
That's
one.
what that song's about.
Claire one. Oh, Claire titty, sure.
Claire's titty. Like clairvoyant, Claire titty. She knows how many tits are going to come your way in the future.
That's a topless psychic.
Claire Titty.
Claire titty. Oh, I like
She's
that.
Irish. Claire Titty.
Claire titty. How many bespeckled, freckled titties are going to come your way?
Count the freckles on my teats, and I will tell your future.
I'll walk your snakes back into the ocean with my bespeckled tits.
How many kinds of potatoes should we grow?
What are you?
Just one.
It's Scottish now.
I have as many raindrops that hit my tits during a storm as there is freckles.
Oh, I want to do this.
Watch out for snakes.
Oh my God, I can't do this in person.
What's that now?
What's that now?
What's that now? You had too much to drink off of that, or did you?
Be that guest the rest of the
What?
show. Be that guest.
What guest?
Where are you from?
I'm from fucking Dublin, you cunt.
Oh. Now you're known there as
What's there now?
When did you get the rep for being the rebel comedian?
Being the rebel comedian, the first time I did a joke about the Blarney Stone.
The who?
The Blarney Stone.
I'm gonna treat this guy real. What's
You're
that?
fucking better. It's the fucking rock that you kiss in order to get the gift of gab.
Oh, and then where did you start comedy?
I started it in the fucking corner of my mother's living room.
Oh, you are edgy.
I am edgy, yar.
What do you talk about on stage?
Who's that now? I talk about boozing.
Oh.
Drinking. Sipping booze. Skedaddling around the mother country. Glass. Rain.
Oh no,
and Guinness.
He's summoning a pagan holiday.
Yeah, pagan holiday there.
What's this guy's name? Before I do an infomercial for your
Sean
CD.
Patrick.
Sean Patrick's releasing a CD. He'll talk about politics.
He'll talk. What are you gonna do every time your fucking governor ain't drunk?
He'll talk about social issues.
I'm trying to walk into a bar and they won't let me in because I had quit. You too many.
He'll talk about his family on his new CD. In your fucking face, you pile of shit. Back off, fuckwad.
Mommy! You serve me when I ask you to fucking serve me, you dumb whore! Get back! I've got a gun!
Wait, this was supposed to be him talking about his family. In
I
his
love that
stand-up.
track.
Well, they were playing a clip. Oh my God.
That's a really good track.
Hey guys. Well, that's it. That's the show. That's where I decided to end. I hope you liked it. I hope you're excited for the rest next week. I'm recording this here at the studio Meltdown Comics on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. Should come and buy some comic books. But I try to split the show up as evenly as possible. Next week's will be a little bit shorter, but Todd said that he will have a longer intro, so I try to fit that into the time. So see you next week.
Next time you're here with headphones in your ear, there's a lot of show left, so stay right here.
Hey everybody, it's Todd Glass. Oh, by the way, go to my website. You check out my dates. I bet I'm coming to a city near you real soon. And go to ToddGlass.com. This is exhausting.
'Cause we've got Todd Glass. We've got Todd Glass. We've got high on the mic with reverb glass. So anytime you're getting low, instead of letting go, sit and let the time pass. Hey, here comes another Todd Glass show.